Alright. Alright. Where the heck am I supposed to go? I gotta be missing something somewhere. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there's a bridge right there. Okay. Completely missed that. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Well, yeah. At least we got to take a good look at it, right? Just to make sure. Or I guess you did, right? Anyway, finally figured out where the heck to go. I was wandering back and forth because couldn't figure out where the heck I was supposed to go. Sure enough, there's this place right here. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Health potion. Okay. Get everyone around here. And there you go. Experience galore. And I'm getting hit too. Ow. Resummon them at this point. Okay, carry on. Oh, right. These little side sections here where they can just be off in the water. The water and grass. You can skip a lot of the map just by following this outer edge in some of the sections of this act. There we go. I need more damage, but I don't want to do the farming I should be doing by looking through the shops for greens. Refreshing the shops to get greens. Oh, we have another hero. This is the most heroes I have had so far, by the way. Like, at least one hero every section so far. Not including the quest-related ones. That sounds awesome. Yeah, now that you can use Onslaught as your normal attack instead of your actual normal attack, it'll use a little bit of MP, but you can easily get some items that just give you a lot of, or it uses a lot of energy, but you can just get items to counteract that. And there's a few weapons too, like energy leech you'll want, so that you can constantly keep your MP up. I'm using MP because I'm so used as the term, because it's just the more common term used in games. In the games I play. But it's the blue bar. Anyway, let's get a move on here with this. I'm only full clearing the areas because of the experience. Otherwise, if I knew I could handle without getting the experience, I would definitely skip full clearing these places. Okay. Well, yeah, that's different than what I read, but then again, you can't trust the first thing you read normally, I guess. Right, okay, I remember a tiny bit of this from my bow. I'm trying to rush as quickly as I can over to Act 3, because Act 3 is where the game is actually new for me. I don't remember much about the game for Act 2, at least, so it'll keep it a little bit fresh, but it isn't completely new. Hunga Munga. Hunga Munga. Hunga Munga of fire. It's too bad I don't use strength or dexterity. uh, yeah. Go away. Don't target me. The mage always seems to know who's best to target. Another hero, are you kidding me? How many heroes is this? They aren't supposed to be this common. Heroes are not supposed to be this common, what the heck? I think it works out to... It might work out to an extra 30 points. I'm not too certain on that, though. I don't know if there is a point where the skill points stop coming in or not, because I remember there was one or two games where that was the case. They just decided for whatever reason that after the base max level was reached, the only things you could put into was your attributes. I haven't actually reached max level, so yeah. If I had, I would tell you. Really, I would. I haven't reached max level at all, ever. Like, majority of the games I play, for whatever reason, I just stop at the end of the story. I don't think to go back through the game to get max level. This is going to be the first game that I actually try to get max level on, just because I'm curious about how strong I can get. Ay ay ay. They're not even getting buffed by an elite. Legitimately. Where is it? They aren't even getting buffed by an elite. It has to do with, is there a stone nearby? I think there's a stone nearby. I think there's one over here. It provides a huge radius buff or something, but enemies that are near the stones in this act for whatever reason get this like aura effect that I don't know if it's meant to be a buff or what, but they're just kind of they just kind of sit there and they get this buff. That or I'm just completely delusional and I'm not recognizing when there's a special character, special one around, which is more likely the case. Fireball. Fireball. Oh yeah, I have some stuff in here. I guess I should combine these just so I don't get too cluttered. Oh yeah, this. Okay, let's take a look at these stats. So 50% chance of 50% physical resistance. So reduce a physical attack by 50%. Okay. 17% pierce resistance. I have not heard of that. Heard of those. Of the Van Helsing one. I'll have to check it out because I have been trying to get into these games a lot more recently. 33% chance of 3.0 seconds of stun, 10% chance of. Okay, 7% chance of one of the things below. No, all of those. Okay. 29% defensive ability retaliation, reduced defensive. Okay. And then 2 to 3 second stun retaliation. Yeah, no, that would be a really good defender skill or shield, especially with a 52 damage. And then this is just an overall reasonable weapon. It's a thrown one though, so I'm not going to be using it. It's a throwing weapon though, so I'm not going to be using it right now. Probably use it on my rogue. Anything useful dropped? Nope. Nothing useful. Cool. Alright. Well, we're at the next checkpoint here. I'll probably try to push for the next act boss. Not the final act boss, but the next major one. Yeah, okay. plight of the Nile farmers. Farmers in Egypt have hard lot. These poor farmers are suffering under nightly raids by a strange breed of monster. Part man, part reptile. Find and eliminate these reptilians. Okay. And I have to bring the scroll to the temple of Ta inside. Incise.
Have you heard? A fierce breed of monsters has begun attacking our farms. It's true. I was unloading baskets of papyrus from my boat when I saw them. They crept out from the marsh along the river, then attacked our village.